All right. Hello, hello. You guys been hiding in this tent this whole time? Trying to stay away from the sun a little bit? You call that a fight? That's not a fight. That's not a fight. We've had about 5 or 6 of those, man. But right now he's being evaluated for a quad. So we'll have more details later on in the afternoon.
Could that potentially keep him out on Saturday?
Depending on the prognosis, for sure.
You say evaluated, does that mean an MRI?
You know what? It probably will involve an MRI, but just whether it was nothing or something, they're always going to check and go through all those protocols to make sure that they check every box.
Is there anything did you know about it before practice or something happened?
It was during practice. We're trying to figure out where. I think it was around one-on-ones or something, but we'll see.
Are you worried? I mean, you've kind of said before, like, oh, I'm not too worried. It's not like it's one of those where you're...
No, I'm trying to get a feel. I'm an optimist, so I'm never worried until I'm worried. But like I said, we'll see. We'll know more.
Is Quinn still on track for tomorrow?
Yeah, he's on track to be able to practice in Green Bay, just like from the start.
When you say that, like when you're saying Quinn is on track to practice in Green Bay, do you mean a full participant, team drills, all that stuff? Okay.
Full participant. He won't get the reps that everybody else has got because it'll be his first practice, but he's going to participate.
He's going to do like a simulated practice tomorrow. What does that entail?
Yeah, really, it's just trying to simulate 10, 15 plays, get offs, get back to the line of scrimmage the best we can, try to push on somebody, just try to create as close to a practice environment that he would get to. It won't come close because of the amount of push, pull, and all that stuff that happens, but doing our best to try to simulate that for him.
So first practice would be out there, wouldn't be here Monday, be out there?
Probably, yeah, more than likely.
Robert, Barrios didn't practice today. What's he?
Yeah, he's close. I believe he'll be ready to go for Green Bay week. That's a projection right now. Oh shoot! Wish I had it in front of me. He's got groin tightness, I believe. Is it groin? Yeah, it's groin. Don't have my notes in front of me. I'm sorry.
Vera, I know we talk about this all the time, but Vera Tucker getting closer?
He's getting closer. It's just a matter for him with his pec just gaining a little bit of strength. We're not worried about him at all.
Green Bay week then for him as well?
Hopefully, but that one's going to be more day to day.
How much is he missing right now?
He's involved in all our walkthroughs. He's involved in all the meetings. I think those walkthrough reps are valuable for him too. Are extremely valuable. But anytime you don't get those live reps and all that. Like I've said all the way from the beginning, every player, every rep matters. And so yeah, he is missing it, but he's got great intent. He's studying, and if there's anyone on this roster that can make up for it, I think he'd be one of them.
We haven't seen Chuma at all. I know he's dealing with that knee thing, but we haven't even seen him out in the field in the rehab area. Can you give us an update on what his status?
Yeah, he just finished up his surgery just to clean up some stuff, so he'll be ready. I'm guessing towards the end of training camp.
You talked a lot about how Elijah Moore walks kind of like he's been here before. Do you think that mentality will be helpful dealing with something like this if he's out for a little bit?
Oh yeah, you already know that if this is something that, whether it's little or not, he's going to attack the heck out of it and make sure that he's doing everything he can to get it back to 100%. So that part's the furthest from our worries.
Will Saturday mean anything to you first time?
No, I think it's awesome. Obviously, it's just every day is an unbelievable blessing. But it's always about the players, and it's a great opportunity for them to showcase who they are. There's 31 other teams are going to get their tape for the first time, and the style they want to represent and all the different things that they want to showcase. I think that's important. I think that's what's most important about these preseason games, and you could take them for granted from a team standpoint because it doesn't matter on the win-loss record, but your style of play and what you want to represent, what you want the entire league to know about you, starts Saturday. And I think that's why I think there's tremendous value to these preseason games.
How much will Zach play? Have you guys figured that out yet?
Yeah, so we're thinking about a quarter, a couple of series for all those guys, and just kind of get him his first action.
When you're mapping out your reps for the game on Saturday, does it matter what the other team is doing? Like if they don't play their starters or they pull their starters early? Because I think Judge was saying something that he may not.
Yeah, To a degree, but at the same time, you've got to get your guys ready. We're a very, very young football team, and they've got to be able to go through the process of pre-game and prepping themselves mentally and getting in their own space and getting ready to play a football game, and then going out there and playing a couple of drives. And I mean, if you think about it, there's if you count last year's group, 30 guys on our roster, Eric, somewhere around there that have never had had preseason action. So this is, to me, this is a big deal. These moments are priceless, especially for this team.
How do you?
Do you feel or sense that they're ready to go against somebody else? I mean, can you feel that?
Oh yeah, I think every NFL team is ready to see somebody else. You get all through OTAs and training camp and mini camp and all that stuff. Like, we're sick of each other. You know, it's we're sick of seeing the same defense. We're sick of seeing the same offense, and they're ready to see a different color, and they're ready to go against different schemes and be challenged in a different way. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the group.
Zach seemed like he was taking a little more control at the line today. It looked like he was calling audibling and just making some adjustments. Is that something you're now this week giving him the freedom to do? How has that kind of changed? I think it's one of the first couple of times we've seen you did it pretty effectively.
Yeah, it's all part of the installation process, and that goes back to the entire offense and Mike in terms of feeling what the offense is playing like and whether or not we want to press the line of scrimmage, scale it back, give it to Zach, pull it off. But it's a part of their system, and it's all part of the installation process.
How do you think that the battle between Moses and Fant's shaping up to this
Oh,
point?
it's competitive. I mean, the two professionals. I mean, and I'm actually enjoying the fact that those two talk all the time about technique, and they're helping one another out. I think it's pretty cool. Those two are they exemplify professionalism, and it's been fun to watch.
A couple more.
Probably should have brought this up last week, but last year when you were with the 49ers, Shanahan expressed some concerns about the turf after what happened at MetLife. Just, do you have any concern about it? Did you have to address that coming in, and kind of where are you at with that?
No, you know, last year the turf was brand new, and because of the awkwardness of 2020, it was a lot softer. Being out there for the green and white, it's been packed down. It's had a lot of it's much firmer, so it's not a problem at all.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everybody.